help you today? Okay. For vacation? Sure. Is it only you? Okay. Good. Where do you want to go? Canary Islands? Okay. I will see what we have. When would you like to book this trip? Beginning of June? Yeah. Sure. Yes, most of the time it's better to book a few months before, yeah, the prices are definitely lower. Except if you're not taking a last minute trip, but then you might end up pretty much anywhere. So, yeah. Okay, let me just look what we have. Is there any specific city that you'd like to go to? Or? Okay, I will see what we have. Just one more second. So, you said you were going alone, so I guess you prefer a hotel for adults only, or do you prefer the family hotels? Well, the difference is that if you pick the family hotels, there's going to be a lot of kids running around, but most of the time those families will go to bed pretty early and won't make a lot of noise after maybe 9, 10 o'clock. But they will, however, make a little bit more noise during the day. When it comes to our adult hotels, they are, you have to be 18 or above to live there, and there is a lot of teenagers and young adults that are going there for one purpose, and that is partying. So there is a lot of partying going on. That's definitely not out of control. We can handle it, but just so you know that there will be a lot of noise during the nights. So it is what you prefer to do. Okay. Well, yeah, I will see. I'll see what kind of hotels we have. One that is pretty popular right now is our California hotel, that it's called, and it is on Grand Canyon, and then we also have another one that is very popular that is called Supreme Atlantic View. Yeah. At the Supreme Atlantic View, we have pool access for all of the customers, and it is pretty close to town, so you can walk there. You don't have to take a cab, which is definitely a good thing. There is a transfer there that it's included in the price from the airport, and there is also a gym there, so you can work out if that is something that you like. There are 4 different pools that you can enjoy all day long, and there is also a spa section. Free Wi-Fi is included, and we do have refrigerators in all our rooms that you can store beverages and food. So yeah. It is pretty close to the beach, Playa de Ingles, and it has been, yeah, it's been very popular. The reservoir, of course, the reservoir, yes, and the rooms are price for this, was it 1 or 2 weeks that you wanted to stay? 1 week. Let me just check. So, yes, there is one room for about $800, and then it's the flight and the room only. And if you want the all-inclusive, then it's about $200 more, and if you want only breakfast, that is about $80 per week. Yeah. How does that sound? Good. The breakfast? Okay. Let me see. What is included? Well, it is a pretty big breakfast buffet, and it's included bread, and it's included some different kind of cakes. There's a lot of different cheese and ham and bacon, and there will be fresh fruit each morning, and we do also offer juices and smoothies and some yogurts as well. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely recommend. Well, I think that for families, it can be good to do the all-inclusive, so they don't have to walk around with small kids to find a good restaurant and all that. But for someone traveling by themselves, I think that you will definitely see more of the island in the city if you choose to try to search for the restaurants and bars yourself. So yeah, and all of the guides that we have down there will happily answer your questions and tell you what restaurants are good to visit and what restaurants are not good, what restaurants they are going to most of the time. So yeah, the guide will definitely help you with that. Me myself, I had never been to Playa de Ingles, but I've heard a lot about it, and I think that you'll have a very good vacation. Okay, so let us look at the dates. Do you have any specific date in June that you want to go? Okay, well, bus trip with the price of exactly $1,000 would be from June 4th, which is a Wednesday, to June 11th. How does that sound? Does it work for you? It does? Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about Spain and the Grand Canarian Island. That are things that can be good to think about before going there. So, did you have euros there? Which is not your the usual thing that you and one thing that can be good to think about is that you see this ice cream and it's only what you think for euros, and it doesn't sound very much to you, but when you think about it, it's nearly $6-7, and which is pretty much for one ice cream. So it's good to all the time try to think about that, and not, sometimes it's easy to overshop when you're abroad, because it is not your normal exchange rate. So that is one thing that it's good to keep in mind. In Spain, they speak Spanish, of course. Do you know any Spanish? Okay. Well, usually our guides will hand you a little lexicon with a few phrases that can be good to know, like how to order in places if you end up at a place where they don't speak English. Most of the places, especially when you will be at in a tourist city like this, know English or have someone that knows English. But if you will do some traveling by yourself, like rent a car and go up to the mountains, which we definitely recommend you to do, because it's a very, very beautiful island. But then it can be good to have some phrases, know some phrases, because it's not sure that on the countryside that they know as much English as they do in the tourist cities. So that is one thing that it's good to keep in mind. There is also pretty much criminal activity. There is a lot of pickpocketing, so it's good to keep your money safe and hidden, and do not, under any circumstances, have your wallet in your back pocket, because that is just a very big mistake that we have seen a lot of our customers that they have done, and they've lost their wallets. One thing that right now is quite common is that someone will kind of come and stop you, and it will tell you that, oh, you have something on your back, like on your backpack, or your jacket or something, and then you will take off your something, your bag or something, put it down, and then it will just grab it and run. Okay, so it's very good to keep that in mind, that if someone comes and do that to you, someone says that you have something on your back, just try to walk away from there and do not start any conversation, and do not take off your jacket or bag or anything. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So, and then the usual, show respect. You do have to tip at restaurants, and there is also a chart for how much they will give to you when you come to the hotel. And I will see here if there is anything else I would recommend. Yeah, Spain offers a very high quality when it comes to both food and drinks. They have a very, very big variety of good wines and good beers, but especially wines and red wines, something that Spain is pretty well known for, so that is definitely something that you should try out. There are a lot of vineyards and wineries that you can go visit, and we do have some prices for that you can book through the hotel system when you come there, and to do like a group tour to the vineyards, and that is often a very popular thing to do. It is also very good if you do not drink the tap water and try to buy water all the time. This is something that we recommend. Some of these have high quality when it comes to water, but each stomach is different, and it differs from the water that we have here, so it's also better just to buy the bottled water, and it's not very expensive, so that is something that you should do, because you don't want to spend all of your trip in the bathroom, so that is another thing that we recommend. Do you have any other questions? No, it's usually not dangerous to walk around by yourself, but it might be more dangerous than to walk in a group of people, so try to avoid empty spaces during nighttime alone, and maybe if there is a group of people, you can make it look like you're walking with them, but most of the time it's a pretty safe place to spend time in, but just keep in mind that it is the pickpocketing and the stealing that is the most common thing that can happen to you. You could, of course, you could be beaten up or anything like that, but that happens pretty rarely. Kidnaps, we do. There have been cases of kidnaps, but not any of our customers have ever been kidnapped, so that is nothing that you need to worry about. Okay. Yeah. Well, how much money? It depends on how much shopping you are planning to do, and we do not recommend a specific amount of money because we don't want to be in a situation where someone will blame us for them bringing not enough money. So it's a better thing if you try to think how much money would you like to spend on food and on clothes, and maybe then you can call us and say, hey, this is what I want to what I need to what I want to buy. How much do you think I should bring? And I don't know because that is not my area, but you can always call our customer service and they can probably help you with that if that is something that you need help with. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so shall we book the trip then? I'll just print it out here and you'll have to sign it. And I'd like to see your ID, please. Thank you. Yes, and so, how would you like to pay? Check, okay. So, and here comes the printing. So if you just sign right here and right here. Good. Good, sir. And then here are your tickets, and if you need help with anything else, you could just call us or step in by and we will try to help you as much as possible. And otherwise, I wish you a very, very happy and safe flight and trip.